Hi, my name is Augustina. Welcome to the Cave of Adonai. So, today I'll be talking about a character from the Bible or in the Bible called Gedaliah. And we find his story in Jeremiah chapter 40 from verses 7 to the end, which is verse 16. And then we find the remnant of his story, the remaining part of his story in Jeremiah chapter 41 from verse 1 to 18. And we also see his story in 2 Kings 25, chapter 25 from verse 22 to 26. I'm reading from my journal or jotter, whatever you would like to call it. So Gedaliah, Jeremiah chapter 40 from verses 7 to 12, we see that Gedaliah was made governor by Nebuzaradan, the king of the captain's guard of Babylon. Gedaliah was made governor over Judah and over all the land. He was made governor over the land. And after his swearing in, I would say, certain people came to him, Johanan and his brother Jonathan, Ishmael, Sariah, and a number of other people and their men came to him, and he encouraged them that they should not be afraid to serve the king of Babylon and the people of Babylon, the Chaldeans. And the Jews that were in Moab, the land of the Ammonites, came to him, and he encouraged them, and he told them to gather fruit, summer fruits and wine, and dwell in the cities. Now, from verse 13 to 16, we see how Johanan warned Gedaliah of Ishmael, that Ishmael has been hired by the king of the Ammonites, Baalis, to kill him. And Johanan asked Gedaliah, should I kill Ishmael? You know, the Old Testament was an eye for an eye. Johanan asked Gedaliah if he should kill Ishmael. But in verse 16, Gedaliah answered and said that Johanan should not kill Ishmael, and he should not speak falsely of Ishmael also. Then we go to the next chapter, which is chapter 41. From verse 1, we see how Ishmael and 10 of his men came to visit Gedaliah in Mizpeh or Mizpah. It's the same thing. And as Gedaliah welcomed Ishmael and they were eating bread, Ishmael and his men rose up and killed Gedaliah and all the men that were with him. The next day, 80 men, I think 80 men, came with offerings to the house of the Lord in that city to worship. And and Ishmael killed all of them, except the ones that said they had treasures in the field. They had properties, they had money, things to give him. He saved those 10 men. He did not kill them. And after killing them, he put them in a pit that was dug by an old king that had passed away years ago. And then he took the remnant of the people captive, including the daughter of the king, the princess. And when Johanan heard about this, he took his men and they went in search of Ishmael. They went in search of Ishmael. They found Ishmael by the waters of Gibeon, and I believe they fought. But Ishmael escaped with 8 of his men. Johanan was able to release the people, the remnant of the people Ishmael took captive. Ishmael escaped, but Johanan was able to release the people from captivity, the people he took captive. Now, Johanan and his men and the remnant of the people, they could not go back to Mizpeh, and they dwelt in a place called Chimcham in Bethlehem because they were afraid that the person Babylon put in as governor, gave the appointment of governor, had been killed by one of their brothers who was a mercenary who had sold himself to the Ammonites. They could not go back. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is some of us, because our heart is right with God, we don't use wisdom most times to approach life. If Gedaliah had listened to Johanan, even if he didn't want to kill Ishmael or he didn't believe, he would have used wisdom to deal with Ishmael. He wouldn't have died. He wouldn't have died. Now Ishmael killed him and he escaped death. Jesus said that we should be gentle as doves and wise as serpents. Some of us, the reason why we are having difficulties is because of a friend, somebody close to us, a relation. The reason why we are unemployed is because of somebody close to us. And unknown to us, we are telling those people about our problems, thinking that they are our friend, they are our relations. Meanwhile, they are the ones behind our woes. Some of us, the reason why we are not married is because of a friend. A mutual friend of the opposite sex will tell that friend about his interest or her interest in you, and especially amongst the ladies. And then he will tell your female friend, somebody you think is your best friend, that is interested in you. And then because she wants him for herself, maybe she likes him and he's not interested in her, she'll start telling lies about you. She'll tell him that you have a chronic disease, or you have a child, you have somebody you're with, different false accusations, just so that he can forget about you and be with her. Or even if he doesn't maybe end up with her, let it be that he did not end up with you. For the guys, you tell a friend about your interest in a lady, and that your friend is more prominent amongst the ladies, but most men do it. That your friend, he goes to that lady and starts accusing you falsely, telling her you have a chronic disease, telling all sorts of lies about you. Some of us, the reason why we are out of a job is because of a friend, a trusted person, a colleague maybe. Because your heart is right, you love that person, and unknown to you, that person is the one behind all your woes. is the reason why you lost your job. Or somebody asks your friend about you and says he has a job for you. The friend will say you don't need it, or say one sort of lie about you, and then take that job for his or herself. There are opportunities that will benefit the both of you. And if you have access to such opportunities, you share it with your so called friend, that relation, your colleague. But when they get opportunities, they hard it. And when you find out and comfort them about it, they say, oh no, you don't need it. They never asked you because they didn't want you to know about it. They just wanted that opportunity for themselves. Things that you have shared, maybe mistakes that you made, that you discussed with your friend, they use that against you. They lie to your spouse about you, false accusations. Sometimes you tell a close friend about your family challenges and some of them cut off from you. Some of them use that against you. They mock you. Some friends, they are eating your food and they are mocking you. They'll be eating your food and you guys are discussing, and they'll say people that have food, that have access to so much food, they are not very sensible. But hello, you're eating my food. You're sleeping in my house and you're mocking me. The reason why some of your helpers stop helping you is because of that person, that frenemy. Somebody disguising as a friend, meanwhile they are behind all your woes. They are behind all your problems. You guys go to church together, but unknown to you, they have their hands in other strange altars and they are working against you. Sometimes we even see the signs. We even pray to God, God, show me my real friends. And then he said when his friends were sick, he put on sackcloth and he fasted for them. He behaved as himself as if it was his mother that was sick. But when he had problems, they mocked him. They gnashed their teeth at him. The Bible says they devise deceitful matters against those that are quiet in the land. Some will even hurt you and they'll tell you that, oh, you have a good heart. I know people like you, you forgive no matter what somebody has done to you. The person hurts you and then come back and asks for your forgiveness. You forgive. Yeah, you have to forgive because God commands it, but forgiveness does not mean reconciliation. And the Bible says a friend is made for adversity in Proverbs. And also that there is a friend that sticks closer than a brother. Can two work together except they agree? Excuse yourself from such relationships. You can forgive them, but don't keep them in your life. God saved you. God heard conversations that you did not hear. God saved you from death, but because most of them wanted to kill you. Let them go. Look at the case of Gedaliah. There's nothing new under the sun. God begins to reveal certain characteristics. God begins to reveal their true selves. You begin to hear and understand what they have been saying to you all along, how they have been mocking you in your conversations, your discussions. You begin to see their heart towards you in your conversations. But guess what you do? You say, "Oh, I'm not perfect," and you still hang around such people. You say, "Oh, I'm not perfect," also you still hang around such people. Some have even tried to kill you. Yes, they've tried to kill you. The Bible says in Psalm 55, in summary, just going to give a summary from verse 12, I think, that it was not an enemy that reproached me, that it was my friend, my equal, my acquaintance. We took sweet counsel together and we walked to the house of the Lord. Let them go. You can forgive them and pray for them, but don't keep them around you. Don't tell them important things about yourself. Don't give them access to your social media, because there are people, they don't speak to you anymore. They hate you, but they are watching you on your social media. They are watching your every move. Let them go. Don't give them access to your social media. He that has ears, let him hear.